Welcome everybody to IIWR live on this Thursday night. Glad to have you. It is pretty late. I'm just going to make sure everything is running right here on YouTube's end. Let's make sure everything is working. Okay, I am live. All right, so how do I turn God, I feel like such a boomer. I need to mute myself there. There we go. Things are going good now. All right. So, welcome everybody to this live show. It is very hot up here in the studio because the weather here lately in small town USA has been like this. Gets cold, then gets blazing hot. It's like, ah, here's a little cold. Ah. No, now it's hot. Ah. Ah. It was chilly today, but you get into a house and it's still just burning up. It's just crazy. Shao Kahn, hello there. Number one, live in the chat. Thank you for sticking around. And I forgot my notes over there, but that's fine. Right now, I want to pour myself a nice, tall, frosty Nitro Pepsi. And I am trying to make the audio quality better by using this microphone instead of using my little microphones like this. I finally learned that this plugs right into my phone that I'm streaming from, and this just blew my mind. Like, I literally just came across how to set this up, you know, instead of using that. I was like, whoa, I could do that. The future is here. And I think I'm going to do my reviews using this from now on, too. It'd be a whole lot better instead of always holding that damn thing like this. And everybody thinks, is it a vape? What is that? You're supposed to clip it on your neck, bro. Hey, there's a lavalier. You're supposed to put on your... All right. If I could just show somebody, if I could just be like, hey, look, I put it on I clip it on my neck. You ain't going to hear anything. The volume's going to be really low. Then you'd be going like, turn up the volume, bro. So just shut up. You know, look, I'm not funded by anybody. I do this basically for free. All right. You get what you get. Ooh, baby. Nice discontinued Pepsi Nitro Vanilla. Let's see how this goes here. All right, so it's supposed to form a kind of frothy head. There isn't much there. It used to do a whole lot more. Sad to say, all of my Nitro Pepsi is going downhill quickly, so that's why I am kind of trying to drink these up any occasion I can when I'm doing a live or whatever. But oh, that is so smooth. The robustness of the cola is there, the sweetness and smoothness of the vanilla. So good. All right. Now that I got a little drinky poo in me, I'm going to grab my notes, which are right over there. I got to barrel my way and navigate through the forest that is these lights and cables and cords. So stick right with me, guys, and I will be right back. And maybe you could just take in the serenity of this studio for a second. Oh, wait, hold up. I'll show you something. Your free music CD, Chill with the Class of 97. This came free with Maxim magazine. Take a look at that while I grab my notes here. Oh. All right. So, questions, comments, concerns before we get into everything tonight. They are welcome. Comment whatever you want. Say what you want. You got life problems. You want advice. Go and just ask away. I don't care. Whatever you want to say. If you're feeling down, you're feeling lonely, you got a question about your girl, ask away. Speaking of that, there was a point here that I was wanting to talk to about women. And usually when, it's more or less of what a man does when he does meet a woman for the first time. Now, say this is a man that it's a bird with a broken wing. He's been hurt in the past. He's a delicate man. And he just is looking for that woman that's going to coddle, maybe nurture a little bit, take care of him, say, "Oh, baby, it's going to be okay." It blows my mind that men like this do exist, but they do exist. And what they'll do, this is the biggest mistake you could do when you first meet a woman. And, like you said, like I said, if these men have been through the ringer and say their past relationship, they had a woman that had a guy best friend that was a little too close for comfort. And then they find out later, maybe she broke up with him, not on the terms of wanting to be with that guy. She just broke up with him because she didn't know. And then a week later, she asked the guy to take her back because she finally tried out living life, away, and it just didn't work out with Mr. Living Life. And then the guy takes her back. Not going by my own experience. It's just that's like a very generic situation that I've seen all too often. So this guy comes from that, and he meets a new girl that seems like very nice, very whatever. And through pillow talk and laying down and, my past relationship, my girlfriend did this and this and this and this, and it hurt me so bad. And the woman that you may be talking to say that, or this guy saying that to the woman, will, in the moment be like, "Oh, that is so horrible. Oh, that is so bad. Oh." And, "Oh, I would never do that." Maybe she wouldn't ever do that. But if you do that, if you do, you need to wipe that butt. No, but if you do that, you are basically handing the guidebook to this woman of all the things that she could pretty much get away with because you let the woman in your past get away with it too. You are doing that. You are handing the guidebook. You are handing the secrets to the new woman to let the woman know just how much she could push you and still keep you within her grasp. So that is a big no-no. So when every man has been burned by a woman. I don't care, or whatever. I don't care who you are. It happens to the best of us. All right. You could be the best looking, the most manliness, the most hardworking, whatever. You will get burned. That's just how it is. Now, unless you're like one of those people that just like met a woman through church, when you were young, and that was it. And, the old country classic style relationships, then it's a different story. But we are in society now in 2025 where everything it's just madness. It's just madness. And I would say, if I wasn't married or anything right now, I wouldn't pursue anything else, because the dating world, from what I've seen and heard, it's a horror story these days. So I would never wish that upon anybody. You're better off just, like, staying by yourself most of the time, from what I've seen. But that gets us to another topic. I'm going off script here, but there really isn't necessarily a script here, but we are going off topic. But I do want to say, people have been asking and talking about, why has society gotten so crazy? Why are people just don't care anymore? They're so superficial, they're so materialistic. And I got a few answers. First off, it started in the, I want to say, late 90s, early 2000s, where reality TV really took hold and was like a huge thing. And who benefited from reality TV? Who got on reality TV and became stars and became personalities and so on? It was these flamboyant, obnoxious people. You know, they've got the goods, they get the brand deals. The Kardashians, for instance, look at them, um, just a no. But they got the money and everything because that is what is rewarded. And so that's why so many people these days, they grow up, they see what gets rewarded, what doesn't, and they follow the path of what gets rewarded. Because we are humans anyways. We are all animals searching for survival. And how do we survive is by, generating as much cash as possible to, resources to provide for your life and your family and all that. And if being a loud, obnoxious, toxic, trashy person like you do see online and, on live TV and wherever else on the reality shows, that's what they're going to do. Paris Hilton, that's hot. That's hot. Now, all like Paris Hilton behind the personality and what, people see her on TV, she is a very smart person behind it all. But that's like a wrestler, you know, Stone Cold Steve Austin, when he's off the camera or whatever, he's like a normal dude. But when he gets in that wrestling ring, turn it up to 11. That's just like what Paris Hilton does. Yeah, she has those little parts of her personality that's kind of ditzy and dumb. But behind that, smart businesswoman. But she knows when the lights and cameras are on, turn that baby up and act dumb as hell because that's what people want to see. Mm. I tell you what, that Nitro Pepsi is hitting hard. All right. We got 2 people watching right now. Yes, that's a success. Successful stream for me. So, what's happening? We are going to discuss Grand Theft Auto 6. See what the latest news is with that. I haven't checked in on it in a long time. I haven't really, really dove too deep into the lore of Grand Theft Auto and what is happening at the moment with that. So we're going to take a look at that. We got some Halloween fun facts. We've got upcoming soda that flavors that are coming out. Films that are still going to be released this year. Take a look at that. Some music albums coming out in October. Don't want to miss that. And I'm going to look into some mean comments as well. I'm just going to edit the live stream at the moment here. Let's see here. I want to put, I'll just put GTA 5 or GTA 6. GTA 6. Because mean comments really isn't doing it for me. So let's go back to the live stream. Make sure everything is good. Anyways, how you guys doing tonight? Hopefully everything's good. I'm going to finish this, then we'll get right into it. Ah, 10 out of 10. Perfect. All right. So today is September 25th, and September 25th is the 268th day of the year. Can you believe that? Mind blowing, bro. And there are 97 days left of 2025. Not too much. So if you have those New Year's resolutions you still need to do, you have 97 days to claim victory in 2025. So on this day in 275 AD, for the last time, the Roman Senate chooses an emperor and they elect 75-year-old Marcus Claudius Tacitus. All right. Let's take a look here. Famous birthdays. We have Louis III of Anjou, born on this day in 1403. Anybody really, really famous here? Let's take a look. Shel Silverstein, where the sidewalk ends and all that. He was born on this day in 1930. 1930, damn, that's old. That was a long time ago. Also comment if this microphone, if you're digging this microphone a whole lot better. This is my first time testing it out with this live stream, so I just want to make sure all that is good. Man, there really wasn't a lot of people that I really know born on this day. Let's see here. Were you born on this day? If you were, happy birthday. Will Smith, he was born on this day in 1968. So, happy birthday to you, Will. I mean, I hope you do have a happy birthday. You haven't been looking too happy lately. I could tell you why, but you probably want to smack me like you did Chris Rock. So, we'll just move right along there. Robbie Jones, Joe Cotton, T.I., rapper T.I., born on this day in 1980. Bro is 46, I guess. 45. Something like that. Yeah, 45. Lee Norris. These birthdays suck, bro. There wasn't anything. So there you go. That is September 25. And let's go back to the live stream here. So, speaking of birthdays and everything else, this is something that I'm going to do for 2026. Hang on to your butts. I'm going to start the IIWR Birthday Club. Breaking news. You heard it here first. The lucky 3 watching right now. So the IIWR Birthday Club. In order to be a part of the birthday club, it's very simple. You don't have to do too much. What you should do, don't leave a comment, don't, whatever. If you want to know how to do it, leave a comment and I'll let you know. But I can tell you right now, if you want to be a part of the IIWR Birthday Club, simply send an email to iiwrpodcast@gmail.com. iiwrpodcast@gmail.com. I'm going to put it right here in the chat so everybody could podcast@gmail.com. Yeah. Send your email to that I just put in the chat. And in the email, say the subject line, IIWR Birthday Club. And there are 3 things that you should say. Now, you don't have to say all 3, but if you just want your name to be read, that's fine too. Put your name, whatever handle you want. Doesn't have to be your full legal name. It could be whatever your handle is, whatever you want to be named, Haywood Jablomi if you want that, or anything else. The next thing is your birth year, so I know how old you'll be on that day. and then a special message, whatever you want to say. If you want to say, hey, Stacy, what's up? Or, keep up the good work, DJ Glowing Ice, whatever you want. I will read the special message. I will read the special. Why can't I talk? The special message as well. So I have people send that in, and in 2026, starting January 1st, I'm going to make videos every day. Every day there's going to be the IIWR birthday club video, and I'm going to put it up. And whoever, signed up for the birthday club and their birthday just happens to fall on January 1st or May 25th or whatever, I'm going to, say their name in the video, name drop them, and anything else. So get in it while you can. You have from here till the end of this year, December 31st, to get your name in. And then after that, just do it before your birthday next year, 2026. And I will include your name, and you'll be a part of the special high-class VIP IIWR birthday club. So I will make a video advertising and promoting this as well. And so, the word will be spread more than just this live stream. But that's some big news. I figured that'd be something fun. So just in case, is look, I feel that birthdays are very special. I embrace getting older. I don't look at a birthday and go, oh God, one more step into the grave. No, you should be grateful to still move on to another year, because a lot of people don't get to live to a certain age. So always be grateful that you've made it that far. And, that's why I embrace birthdays. Now, do I want to clown at my birthday, or do I want a big bash like a lot of influencers? This is what I did for my birthday. Oh my God, I went to Disney World, and then I went to the Bahamas. That's another thing. These influencers really do poison everything good that regular people could do. Like, oh, I could just afford a birthday cake for you, honey. I hope this is enough. What? This influencer has this, and this happen. Like, everybody looks at that. They base their lives off of these influencers and what they do. Those people are fake. Stop comparing. But so, like I'm saying, birthdays are very special. And if there's nobody to wish you a happy birthday, and I don't think this isn't like a pity thing or anything, but at the very least, what I would like to do to, do my part to maybe spread a single ounce of joy to someone's life is to wish them a happy birthday. And hope they have a good one. Hope they have a happy birthday. Okay, so we got that out of the way. IIWR Birthday Club. There's another thing I was looking at. Last time I went to the doctor's, I sat down in the little room. Nurse came in, did my blood pressure, checked my pulse. I was apparently still alive. And then another lady came in, and she went right to the computer, and she just started typing. Hi, yeah, okay, so what are the problems? And I was like, congestion, my head, is kind of woozy. My symptoms. She's just typing it in. She's like, I got to figure out a way. How could I make that more viable for ChatGPT or whatever AI thing she was talking about, the AI. And I was like, what? It took me off guard. I was like, AI? Is this what we're doing now? Is this what we got to do now? Instead of getting a PhD, you just got to learn how to do AI prompts better, and they'll spit out the thing. And so a lot of times now when I do feel like, oof, my foot, my back, what, I'll just go to ChatGPT and type in my symptoms. And a lot of times, it's been right. Okay, what do I get when I have this problem? Now, obviously, you shouldn't be doing that. You should go see a doctor. But, for little things here and there, I'm like, all right, I'll check out, see. But or what could be the causes, and then go to the doctor to get it really checked out. But that is what's happening lately with I've seen with doctors is they just type stuff into an AI prompt and stuff, and uh, I don't know if that's good or bad, but maybe AI will weed out a lot of human error as well, because humans aren't perfect. So I don't know. I think people are scared of AI a lot. I'm not. I actually think it's going to be a good thing in the long run. Now, of course, everyone always thinks, oh, it's Terminator, Skynet. The machines are going to take over, and that's like, there's an old movie in the '50s called Reefer Madness, where it was like, oh, if you smoke dope, you're gonna go crazy or whatever it was, turn into a zombie. I mean, that's what kind of like, and it turned out, you're fine. I don't smoke or anything, but even me as a non-smoker, a person that doesn't do drugs, I still see that as, God, that is stupid. It's not that bad. But that's what the whole thing is. Terminator is the reefer madness for AI. I do feel so. Uh, yeah. I talked about the women. Don't give them the handbook on what they can get away with. Uh, yeah, here's another thing. I was thinking about YouTube and like all the projects I've been in, and I don't know, productions I've been in. A lot of times I am the guy that will set everything up, that will facilitate everything. I'll be the host, I'll do the research, I'll do the writing, all that other stuff. And then when it's like being in a band too, when I was in the band, wrote the songs, came up with the songs, got everyone together, all that stuff. And I get so tired of doing that sometimes. Like I feel like sometimes I wish I knew a person that was like me, so I didn't have to do all the work. I could just show up, do my funny little personality for 20 minutes, not have to worry about the back end of everything and all the preparation and all the other stuff. I just wish sometimes I could not be the straight guy, the host, the one that has to have the facts. I would love to be the side guy that's just the funny guy that does the little quirks, but I can't because I don't know anybody else that could host and facilitate things like me. Everybody else that I do know is the side funny guy, but if they were to try to sit in my shoes and put on the cap, it wouldn't work. It would fall apart. So that's what I thought about. Like, what if it was just two side funny guys that didn't have the gusto to, really do the research and be the straight guy, be the host? How would that, what kind of show like that would happen? There wouldn't be a show. There would just be two funny guys in the garage talking and nothing else. There would have to be a guy like me to show up and record them talking and go through all the motions, edit it, put it up somewhere. And yeah, that's when I think about Howard Stern. Howard Stern by himself, he really, I mean, yeah, he was funny as a personality, but what really made his show great was all the side people. The side people would just show up, say a funny thing, and leave. But Howard Stern was there the whole time. So if you just imagine a show where it was Beetlejuice showed up and, I don't know, Yucko the Clown, there wouldn't be much of a show. It would just be them arguing, and you'd be like, all right, is there going to be anything else happening? No. All right, flash in the pan. They're always good when there's other people and a facilitator around, but besides that, no. But I do wish in an alternate universe I could know a guy that would be like me, and I could just show up and be really stupid and not have to worry about anything, trying to keep the show together. I could just sit off and fart and just make funny one-liners, but Yeah, maybe in another universe. Like much like being in bands, I wish I was the guy sometimes that would just show up, you know, half, just kind of awake, play guitar and leave, and not have to be the guy that would have to get the equipment together, have to call the manager or the guy getting the gig together. I could just show up and, just be half stupid and play guitar, run through the motions and leave. So yeah. Yeah. I just sometimes would like to be a part of something else that I don't have to fully facilitate. You know what I mean? That's actually good, not just some BS podcast from some two guys that have no idea what they're doing or something. So, yeah, so wish I could be the side guy on something somewhere. Yeah, okay. I think I've made a few videos about this. I've beaten it to a pulp. But here's another angle on it. Here's another side that you haven't seen. Lifting up the stone, and here's a dark side where there's still bugs crawling and it's still fresh. It's nice, guys. And we all know where we're going with this. It's nice, guys, and they always will look at guys like me and will say, man, why do girls always go for the bad boys, the a-holes? Why? They should be with me because I treat them right. I'd be nice to them. I tell them they don't have to wear makeup when they go out. I'll tell them they're pretty even when they're not. So when nice guys will be online and they'll see these girls, and the girls will take photos on purpose to show off what they have and to look attractive, thirst trap kind of things. Obviously, you're going to get the comments, hey, baby, looking good. Oh, man, you're so hot. But then you will see the comments of the guy saying, hey, come on, guys, respect her. Hey, you know what? I would like to, at some point, maybe take you out. I would show you what a real man should do, a real gentleman should do. Now, a girl that is going to take a thirst trap photo, post it online for anybody and all the guys to see, and actually like some of the comments of the guys saying, yeah, baby, you're hot. Oh, yeah, bro. Why would you even make an attempt to try to court this woman like it's 1955 again? She doesn't want that, obviously, otherwise she wouldn't have taken that photo and done what she did. If you are to want to court someone like it is from 1955, you got to look elsewhere besides a thirst trap online. But these quote unquote nice guys don't get that. And then when they see these girls, these thirst trap girls, get with a bad boy like me, they will get mad and they will start being like, what does he have that I don't have? And yeah, okay. A lot of these nice guys will sit there and say that, oh, if they were with me, I would take care of everything. They would have the best. They get with these guys and she doesn't even know that I'm even the best guy. She's so stupid that she doesn't even know that I would be the best one for her. But these guys never look in the mirror. They never ask themselves, okay, if the girl actually did get with you and you are talking to her and wanting her like it's 1955 and you're going to court her, are you really going to provide all the things needed for a woman? Because if you were going to court her like it's 1955, know that she's not going to work. She's going to stay home. She's going to be like June Cleaver on Leave It to Beaver. She'll bake you some cookies when you come home from work. And that's it. Now, a lot of these nice guys, I will just say right off the bat, probably are sitting in a basement somewhere, don't have much to their name, they don't work, they're too lazy, and it's all relative. Like these guys that are lazy, they're sitting there and they're spending all the time online instead of being out there getting it. The guys that aren't spending time online thirsting over chicks are getting the chicks because they're out there getting it. They're not wasting time at home. And the reason why women want bad boys, and I say that with quotations because they're not necessarily bad boys. They're bad boys in the eyes of a guy that is jealous. Bad boys are usually just ones that are, making moves, making things happen, going out there. And that's what women are looking for. Men that can provide. So it's like you could be nice all you want, but if you can't provide and you don't have that bad boy attitude of really making things happen and being a go-getter, you're just going to be some nice guy sitting at home in a basement playing video games, just thinking about how well you would treat a woman in this fantasy world instead of when it's actually real. Do you really think that you're going to be able to provide and take care of everything? I highly doubt that. Uh, but yeah, nice guys, they just haven't gone through the motions yet. That's what it is. Because look, all right, I have sympathy for nice guys. I used to be a nice guy. I used to be in that same boat. That's how I know these things. Now, was I a grown person in his 20s sitting in a basement playing video games all day? Absolutely not. I didn't have that privilege or opportunity. I'm kind of jealous of that. I would love to just sit at home all day and play video games, to be quite honest. But, it just didn't work out for me. Shao Kahn says, what's your favorite 80s cartoon, DJ Ice? 80s cartoon. Well, it would have to be... it's a tie between the real Ghostbusters and the Ninja Turtles animated series. One of those two. I think it's a tie between those two. I think I have more longevity watching the real Ghostbusters because the real Ghostbusters was it was such a great extension from the actual live action movies. Like after Ghostbusters 2 was done, you're just like, "Oh, what now? Oh, we got this cartoon series," and it just expanded all these different scenarios. Like the ones that I remember the most from that series was they went to the Bermuda Triangle. There was also The Haunting in New Orleans. And then the other one was the Chicago, where the guy was like, I'm the biggest boy in Chicago." It actually had some style to it. It had some originality to it. The Ninja Turtles was good. It was just a nice basic extension of Ninja Turtles in general, but yeah. I will say my favorite live action show as a kid from the 80s was Pee-wee's Playhouse. God, I love Pee-wee's Playhouse. Like a lot of things from Pee-wee's Playhouse, I feel sometimes I always want to inject when I can when I do videos or whatever, because I grew up watching that. Like hearing the theme song, like just it's like a core memory that just takes me right back home where I'm laying on the floor. I got a blanket, between me and the floor, and it comes on. I'm watching Pee-wee's Playhouse. Mom gets up, gets a sheet, throws it, has it fall on me, and I just lay there all cozy, and I watch Pee-wee's Playhouse, and maybe get a bowl of Captain Crunch or whatever we got, Fruity Pebbles, Saturday morning. It's the best, So there you go. Okay, notes. We are done with that. Yes. All right. So I have this stack of CDs here, and these are some really just bargain bin, 25 cents, maybe even free. Just take me. Good for a good home. And yeah, this one I already kind of showed you. This is Chill Out with the Class of 97, free from Maxim magazine. This has the Counting Crows, Collective Soul, Republica, Big Head Todd and the Monsters, Star 69, Matchbox 20, Long Day. Yeah, so there's that. This is another Tonight at 7. While You're Dreaming EP. I think this is a local band. So there's that. And here is something. This is what I want to do at some point is track down this group in particular, Triple Deep. Now, when did this drop? This came out in 19 or maybe 2000. I can't remember. I think this is like 2000 or something. Anyways, this is a knockoff boy group that came out in Florida called Triple Deep. And I think before they formed this boy band, hey, what's up, Greg? Hello there from California. So before this boy band became a thing, they were a rap trio, and it just didn't work out. So they tried their hand with a boy band. And how I found this CD, as you can see, 50 cents from the bargain bin at my record store. And I bought it on a whim just because I'm like, this looks ridiculous. The guys in there and everything. But I'm like, I'll give it a shot for 50 cents. I'm one of those weird guys that will listen to anything, even if it looks dumb, sounds dumb, whatever. I popped this CD into my car. This was back, oh God, I was 19, 20, something like that. Pop it in, and I actually really liked it. It was really badass. You know, I like pop music, but this was like, it had that style that you knew these guys were rappers beforehand. So it wasn't exactly, hey, hey. It was just like, yeah, come on, girl, get in the car. You know, it was like that. I was like, yeah, I could get down with this. But I've done some research and digging on this group, and I really haven't found much besides the fact that they were a rap group beforehand. And I want to talk, I think it's this guy that was the facilitator that made everything happen. And I came across a live video of them playing at the Hard Rock Cafe or Hard Rock Hotel somewhere. And there was a few music videos, very low quality, but yeah, it was a really, really badass album. But I think after this, nothing happened. There wasn't a version 2.0. But from that album, here is a Triple Deep She Drives Me Crazy single with a She Drives Me Crazy dance remix I also found. These are still sealed, so apparently they pressed up a bunch. They didn't sell, and they just went right into the bargain bin. So sad. Anyways, here's another CD. This is Tuck and Patty, Chocolate Moment. So they're having a chocolate moment, Mr. Tuck and Patty. The songs on here, Comfort Me, Love Flows Like a River. One for All, Reverie, Wildflower, Rejoice, Chocolate Moment, Interlude in the Key of P, Blast Past Your Illusions, and Knowing. Patty Cathcart, vocals, Tuck Andress, guitar, and produced by Patty Cathcart. So there's another look at Tuck and Patty with their chocolate moment. I do love me a chocolate moment myself. Came out in 2002. Never listened to this album. I think I may do a review on this though. Oh, here's a banger, bro. Here's a good one. So this is Nick D, Fire on Jaeger Court. So really badass looking dude here. When did this come out? 2004, 2005. It looks like it's printed on some very low quality paper. But this photo in particular reminds me of so many guys I went to school with. And they're all really cool. You know, some people will look at this guy and be like, who does this guy think he is? He looks stupid. But when you actually talk to guys that look like this, they're pretty badass. So the songs on here, we've got Shut the Club Down, Rock the Party, Midwest Anthem, Moms in the Booth, Dance to Dis One, Burbs Bounce, Headed to the Club, This Is How We Ride, Girl Move, and Trick Anthem. So another classic. And here is Stroke 9. Stroke 9. Apparently they were signed to Universal, came out in 1999. Stroke 9, everybody. Nasty Little Thoughts. So, never heard of that band, but I got a CD of them somehow, some way. I just have a knack for collecting the most low budget CDs in the entire world. So let's say we get into some Grand Theft Auto 6. Taking a look at the Wikipedia article, Grand Theft Auto 6 is an upcoming action-adventure game developed and published by Rockstar Games. It is due to be the 8th main Grand Theft Auto game following Grand Theft Auto 5 from 2013. Now, can you believe that the last entry to the Grand Theft Auto series was in 2013? 12 years ago. This is going to be coming out in 2026, so it will be 13 years in between games, in between entries. Now, a lot of theories I've heard and rumors, they've said GTA 5 or 6 may be pushed to November of next year. I really hope not. People were expecting GTA 6 5 years ago. But anyways, there's been a lot of stuff since last time I really checked. I'm not that big on video game news. I'll see things occasionally, but anyways, what Grand Theft Auto 6 is, it covers a story between two people, Lucia and Jason. So a man and a woman, and there was always talks of a female character, main character in the GTA series. And I think she does fit the bill very well with what's happening in the world of Miami. She looks hot. She's a good-looking character. And Jason just looks like your average dude that could possibly be into some criminal activity. But let's carry on here. Set within the fictional U.S. state of Leonida, based on Florida, the story follows the romantic criminal duo of Jason Duval and Lucia Caminos. Players will be able to freely roam Leonida's open world, which predominantly features the Miami-inspired Vice City. Following years of speculation and anticipation, Rockstar confirmed in February of 2022 that the game was in development. That September, footage from unfinished versions was leaked on the internet in what journalists described as one of the biggest leaks in the history of video game industry. Whew! The game was formally revealed in December 2023 and is scheduled to be released on the 26th of May 2026 for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. So when that leak footage did come out in 2022, it looked really awesome already. You could tell, though, it was still in development. There was some bots and just like weird, just blank characters with no textures on it and stuff like that. But from what we were able to see, some guy hacked into Rockstar's, internal base, and that's how we got the images. That guy got in trouble. We'll read into that in a second, but it looked good back then, so I could only imagine how amazing it is now. But I've seen the trailer, obviously. I think everybody's seen the trailer, but it looked really badass. I think that trailer's already been out for a year and a half, something, 2 years almost. Uh, Let me check up with the chats here. Always waiting for November. I even wrote a song, Waiting for November. Like he could DJ Glowing Ice looks like he could possibly be involved in criminal activity. How dare you, Greg? The clues lie in the quantities of crystal clear Pepsi. Shh. Stop. Stop. All right, let's continue on. GTA 6. Let's see. Where are we at? There we go. The story of GTA 6 follows the couple, Jason, who worked for a local drug runners in the Leonida Keys after serving in the army, and Lucia Caminos, the series' first non-optional female protagonist, like I just said, who was imprisoned at Leonida Penitentiary after fighting for her family from Liberty City. Following a failed bank robbery, the duo encounter a statewide conspiracy and are forced to protect each other. Other characters include Cal Hampton, Jason's paranoid friend, Booby Ike, who runs a business empire in Vice City, Draquan Priest, owner of the record label Only Raw Records with Booby, Bay Lux and Roxy, a musical duo signed to Only Raw under the name Real Dimes, Raul Batista, a seasoned bank robber, and Brian Heater, a longtime drug runner and Jason's landlord. I also saw, this could be rumors, but I saw that in-game GTA always has fake radio stations. So they actually have personalities come in and record like hours and hours worth of material for all these radio stations. So whenever you're driving around in these open worlds, I'm explaining this as if you've never played GTA, so just bear with me if you know. But when you're driving around, or just you hear radios somewhere in the world, these radio stations will be playing. And back in the day, they used to use fake music. Like they would make music in-house to put on these radio stations. But now they use actual real music. They've been doing that since GTA 4, I think, or Vice City even back in the day. But they put fake commercials in, and it's such a blast just to listen to what they make on these commercials and on the radio station, because it's all made in-house, and it's always like very funny kind of stuff and spoofs of like the real world and commercials and all that kind of stuff. It's just great to see how they create the media that they use in the world, because it's always something funny, something humorous, always a parody or a knock on something. So, yeah, that's great. But I did hear that they hired Paris Hilton to be the voice for the pop music radio station in this game. Now, could be a rumor, but I saw it somewhere online. So it's got to be true, right, guys? Anyways. Development and release. Rockstar Games began preliminary work on Grand Theft Auto 6 in 2014, just a year after Grand Theft Auto 5's release. Early development started after Red Dead Redemption's 2 release in 2018, and principal production began in 2020. During its production, it was codenamed Project Americas. I do remember that. Jason Schreier reported the game was a moderately sized release that would expand over time to avoid its predecessor's developer crunch. Yeah, so that's what Rockstar was, I guess, kind of looked at as, there was, a lot of developers having crunch times, and I guess they're trying to avoid that. That's why it's taken a little longer. It would feature two Bonnie and Clyde inspired protagonists, including a Latino woman and a significant online mode akin to Grand Theft Auto Online. He claimed the developers were cautiously subverting the series' trend of joking about marginalized groups. In 2018, The No reported that the game would be set primarily in Vice City and partly in South America. And in 2021, Tom Henderson claimed its map could evolve akin to Fortnite. The game is expected to use Rockstar Advanced Game Engine. The game became highly anticipated in the years before its announcement, and journalists noted some fans became frustrated by Rockstar's continued silence, particularly after they announced a re-release of Grand Theft Auto V in 2020. An individual referencing the game received media attention for interrupting several live stage and television shows. On the 4th of February 2022, Rockstar confirmed development was well underway, and in July, Rockstar announced Red Dead Online would not receive more major updates as development resources were withdrawn to focus on the upcoming game. Industry sources stated Rockstar reallocated resources after planned remasters of Grand Theft Auto 4 and Red Dead Redemption were paused due to the backlash received by Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. So, man, that would have been great to get a remaster of Grand Theft Auto 4. They just had to screw it up with that Trilogy Definitive Edition. In February 2024, Rockstar requested employees cease remote work and return to the offices full-time from April for productivity and security in the final stages of development. The Independent Workers Union of Great Britain criticized Rockstar for contradicting their promise to maintain flexible working conditions. Some employees were concerned it would negatively impact staff health and morale and prompt resignations and crunch. In March, it was reported the decision to partly to avoid delay through other journalists said the game remained on schedule. And Rockstar's parent company, Take-Two Interactive, confirmed it was scheduled for late 2025. Late 2025. And then in May of 2025, Rockstar announced the game was delayed another year, May 26th, 2026. Employees had expected the delay for months due to the amount of remaining work. So they are putting a lot in this game. So, what do they always say? A lot of these games that come out that are like big releases, they call them AAA games because they cost millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars to develop and create and all that stuff. I've heard people have said, that's AAA games, all right? They say that Grand Theft Auto 6 may be the very first 5-star or 5A, what is that, quintuple something? That's 4. Whatever the 5th is, Penta game, Penta A game. The first one to be that huge, that massive, that just important. So yeah, this is like just imagine I can't even imagine. Anyways, we're continuing on. Grand Theft Auto 6 won Most Wanted Game at the Golden Joystick Award and Most Anticipated Game at the Game Awards in 2024. Anticipation spawned an internet meme indicating bemusement that other surprising events occurred before GTA 6. Several publishers awaited a release date announcement before scheduling their own games, with others prepared to reschedule to avoid competition. Some hope it's sold for $80 to $100 more than the standard $70, and it would prompt industry-wide changes, but analysis consider it's unlikely. Yeah, for a game like this that costs so much, like I'm expecting a price tag maybe $120, but we'll see. It projected sales of 40 million and earnings of 3.2 billion in the first year, doubling Grand Theft Auto 5, which had the highest grossing game launch, including 1 billion in pre-orders. Rumors suggested the game's budget surpassed 1 to 2 billion. making it the most expensive game to develop through the figure though the figure remained unverified. So they released some trailers. The first trailer was out December 5th, 2023, and then a second came out in May of 2025. And then there is the leaks on September 18th, 2025. User known as Teapot Tuber Hacker published 90 videos to the website GTA Forums showing 50 minutes of work in-game footage. Confirmed with sources at Rockstar that the footage was genuine. The Guardian reported it was from several stages of development, with some videos about a year old. The footage revealed a modern-day Vice City setting, contained animation and gameplay tests, level layouts, and character conversations, and depicted the player characters Lucia and Jason entering a strip club and robbing a diner. The hacker claimed to be responsible for the Uber breach from the prior week. They had downloaded the files directly from Rockstar's internal Slack groups and threatened to publish source code, assets, and internal builds. Take-Two responded by submitting takedowns of videos showing or discussing leaks hosted on YouTube and contacted GTA forums and Reddit moderators to remove access. The hacker wrote that they were looking to negotiate a deal with Rockstar or Take-Two. Journalists described the event as one of the biggest leaks in video game history. They called it a nightmare for Rockstar Games. That could potentially delay the game and diminish staff morale, but it was unlikely to impact reception or sales. The Guardian noted the leaked footage was being widely criticized by ill-informed users due to its quality despite not being representative of the final product. Some users erroneously claimed graphics and art assets are finalized early in game development, and blah, blah, blah. They confirmed. So the person that leaked all this was a 17-year-old boy from Oxfordshire, and he was arrested on the 22nd of September, and I want to see what happened to him. In mid-2023, he stood for trial at Southwark Crown Court for 12 offenses, including 6 counts of computer misuse, 3 of blackmail, and 2 of fraud. He was deemed unfit to stand trial due to his autism. Instead of assessing his guilt, a jury determined he had committed the acts. A judge placed him under an indefinite hospital order in December for being a public high risk as he expressed an intent to continue committing cyber crimes. On January 1st, 2025, a Reddit user posted a photograph and 2 videos of a PlayStation 5 development kit running the game, taken by a person who worked at the Rockstar office for a few months in mid-2021. The post was later deleted based on the office's surrounding. Eurogamer determined the photograph and videos were taken at Rockstar San Diego. Polygon's Indian Ian Walker found no information was revealed from the post, which he called the worst leak of all time. Many considered the opening of the trailer in 2025 of May. So, anyways, that is your Grand Theft Auto 6 news. It is coming May 26th, 2026. And I couldn't be more excited. I'm so freaking excited. I am so pumped for it. Let's see. Greg, Paris Hilton did a great job of the Y2K trend of leaked S tapes. Yeah. Riding the wave. Yeah, the UK seems to have a problem with free speech, not to mention a mayor. Yeah, we get into that debate all day, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there really isn't a debate on it. It's just getting weird, isn't it? Like, you can't even do anything these days. I think even in the UK, if you are to get on YouTube, you have to, like, not even to make a channel and get monetized or anything. You literally, if you just want to watch a video that has a cuss word in it, you have to submit your ID. That's insane. That's crazy. It's it's just gonna get worse. And what for? Really. There's gonna be a breaking point. I really do think so, where it's just gonna get so tedious. And Zoomers, I see the new generation. Zoomers aren't gonna, care for this. I madly respect the younger generation because I'm pretty hip and onto a lot of things happening as a millennial. But there are a lot of millennials, a lot of people my age that are still just believing into all the stuff that people fell for in the past, and it was just like, well, this may be. No, it's not. And it's refreshing to see so many Zoomers, just completely just saying, yeah, whatever, f you, So Greg says, we just got a DVD box set of Three's Company with all the extras, like the 30-second final jokes that were missing for like 30 years. Oh, man. I need to check that out. Isn't it crazy? I'll watch TV shows that are uncut or unedited from like even just the 90s. And it's like you hear that and you're just like, whoa, these days. And that makes me feel bad knowing that like I'm so aware of the media that comes out now. Like it's just so bleached and so just washed away of anything crazy and raw and real and fun. Like it's I find myself listening to old Howard Stern shows from the 90s and I'm just like, god, there is so much, so much good stuff from those shows back then. The early 2000s, like the whole part with Artie Lang, when Artie Lang was with the show, that was the golden. That like there was so much, and something happened like in 2010, 2011. It's just not just with the Howard Stern show, just in general. It was just wild and outrageous. Greg says, look at what the kids have to deal with in 2025. There are so many AI answers that I don't even remember what AI I am talking to now. Some are oddly sexy, which makes me feel bad. Yeah, it's the future, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. Ding. Let's move on now to something more fun. Well, all this is fun. We're just having a good time here. If you're having a good time or a bad time, whatever, just write some stuff in there. And, you know, need something, you need some advice, you want to say hi, you want to join the IIWR birthday club, that's coming up. Send an email to iiwrpodcast@gmail.com with the name you want to be addressed as, your birth date, and a special message. And on your day, I'm going to release a video wishing you a happy birthday. So make sure to sign up for that. The IIWR Birthday Club on iiwrpodcast@gmail.com. All one word. Greg says, some AI woman told me how to relax today thanks to Google and the AI Plus that came with the Pixel Pro 10 Pro XL. Man, I felt connected to her. Should I not be talking? Should I not be talking to my wife instead? Hey, the more the merrier, bro. So Halloween fun facts. Luckily enough, oddly enough, I found these from ChatGPT. What was my prompt? I put the prompt in of, tell me the most interesting facts about Halloween. So the 10 most interesting facts of Halloween. We'll start with number 10 and work our way to number 1. Okay. Some places ban Halloween. Number 10. In a few countries like Saudi Arabia in the past, Halloween celebrations have been restricted or banned due to religious concerns. Understandable. Halloween fact number 9. Harry Houdini died on Halloween. The famous escape artist died on October 31st, 1926. Before GTA 6. Man, Harry Houdini would have loved Grand Theft Auto 6, adding to the mystique of the holiday, him passing away. Fun fact number 8. Black and orange aren't random. Orange symbolizes harvest and fall, while black represents death and the veil between worlds. Fun fact number 7. The most popular Halloween candy in the U.S. is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Obviously, it's been that way for years, year after year. Number 6, the world's largest pumpkin. As of 2023, the record pumpkin weighed 2,749 pounds. 2,749 pounds. Grown in Minnesota, and that's heavier than a small car. Thank you, ChatGPT. Let me know that. Number 5, trick-or-treating has ancient roots. Medieval Europeans practiced souling, where the poor went door to door on All Souls' Day, offering prayers for the dead in exchange for food. Number 4, owls were thought to be witches. In medieval Europe, people believed owls were witches in disguise, and hearing their hoot was considered a sign of impending death. Scary. Candy corn, number 3, candy corn wasn't originally for Halloween. When introduced in the 1880s, it was called chicken feed and marketed year-round to farmers and candy lovers. Yeah, I actually did a small little documentary on candy corn a long time ago. It still gets decent views, so yeah. People still care about their candy corn. Number two, turnips came before pumpkins. The first jack-o'-lanterns were carved from turnips, beets, and potatoes in Ireland and Scotland. Pumpkins only became the standard after Irish immigrants came to America. So you could blame the Irish for pumpkin carving, which is a good thing. And number 1. Halloween is older than Christianity. Its roots trace back over 2,000 years to the Celtic festival of Samhain, marking the end of harvest and the belief that the boundary between the living and the dead blurred. So yeah, that is the whole thing, where they say October 31st between, the seasons there, that is the weakest point to where the boundary between the dead and the living are. So that is why you do dress up during Halloween, to ward off, the other part of the world, the other dimension where the dead could come into the living. That boundary that is blurred and kind of, it's misty, So scare them away, put on your Darth Vader mask, you are good to go. So there you go. That's some Halloween fun facts. And let's get into, what was I was looking at something today. Let me see here. I'm going to check all the comments. Check the comments from Greg. I get 3.2K hits on my main website per day. I'm going to add Industrial Industries World Radio. Go right on ahead. I don't even know what I get per day. 3.2 thousand hits on my main website. Your main website. Okay. That's different from the timescales, I guess, from your channel. Upcoming soda flavors. Not much really for 2026 that I've seen so far. We've got 2. From Pepsi, we've got Pepsi Prebiotic Cola, Original Cola, and Cherry Vanilla. 2 flavors from that. And I'm not excited about that, not one bit. Here's something that is kind of cool. People have been doing dirty sodas for quite a while now. It's nothing new. But Pepsi is always 5 years behind of what is trending. So they're finally coming out with Mountain Dew Dirty Dew Cream Soda in 2026. There's going to be both a full sugar and zero sugar flavor. Also, what I haven't seen here, but I was on TikTok, and there was someone that posted a photo, and it was a bottle of Pepsi Clear Zero Sugar. And I'm like, okay, is this AI? Is this fake? I did some research, found out in September this month, 2025, Pepsi Clear, Crystal Pepsi, rather, is alive and well, at least in Thailand. It's a zero sugar, though, which sucks, obviously. But it's good to see. It's refreshing to see. And I need to get my hands on a bottle of that. Will I ever be able to? I need to find somebody that I need a Thailand connection. So I am on the hunt now for Pepsi Clear Zero Sugar. A bunch to collect, one to review, and call it a day. Because I'm just curious, is it supposed to be like the regular Crystal Pepsi where it's just kind of clear, more lighter tasting Pepsi? Or did they add that horrible citrus flavor with it like they did with Pepsi after they re-released it in 94? I don't know. Here's a rumored leaked flavor. It's not, it's rumor. Mountain Dew Baja Blue Surge. It's going to be a flavor of acai, lychee, and blueberry. I'm forgetting how to say those words. I'm losing it, man. Uh, let's see. So that is about it for the soda flavors, and I think we're getting a little too long in the tooth for the albums and movies coming out. We'll end it on this. Fast food news. Great way to end the show. So for October, what we have, Burger King has Halloween buckets. So they're collectible buckets. They return on October 13th, 2025. So there's that. I don't think they have anything such as like a promotional food item. They might, but that's another thing. Culver's, if you have one in your neck of the woods, they have jalapeno cheese curds. They'll be available October 15th through the 31st or while supplies last, and it's a part of their Curdtoberfest. Then at Popeyes, Ghost Pepper Chicken Sandwich and Apple Cranberry Tea and Lemonade. That launches October 7th for a limited time. And then Taco Bell, okay, this is coming back, I guess. The Decades menu, the Tostada, the Green Sauce Burrito, the Mexamelt, and the Gordita Supreme coming back starting October 31st for a limited run. I will tell you, I tried that Decades menu last year. The green sauce burrito is awesome. It is absolutely amazing. The Mexamelt was very just disappointing. Maybe it was, I don't know. Maybe I'm mixing that up with something else. But yeah, I remember trying that stuff. And yeah, the green sauce burrito is good. So we will now be moving on to some more promotions. We got the Culver's, Denny's. I don't know. That's kind of fallen to the wayside. But Denny's has the Good Fortune Burger, the Good Fortune Booger, and Budget Angel Chicken Nuggets. Okay. Through October 28th, tied to the launch of the movie Good Fortune. Dairy Queen has new fall and pumpkin season treats. So get in on that. Likely through October into November. McDonald's has their Monopoly promotion coming back after a lot of years. Expected to run in October 2025. And McDonald's is bringing back their extra value meals. I've seen this where you get Big Mac, fries, drink for $8, which is a slightly better, a little less heat than the $12, $13 you would get charged mostly for that. Chick-fil-A has the Pretzel Cheddar Club Sandwich, fall in October, part of their seasonal lineup. I have had the pretzel bun from there. I think that may be the same thing. It's definitely good. I'd recommend the Chick-fil-A pretzel bun. So let's see. Krispy Kreme has pumpkin spice original glazed and seasonal donut drinks. They do that every year. Not that big of a deal. Starbucks has their apple crisp return. Taco Bell has the decades menu, like we talked before. Sonic Drive-In has snacky hour for $1 menu items from 2 to 5 p.m. And that is absolutely it. I will leave you with this because I did tease a bad comments, mean comments kind of thing. I had made a video. It was a short. It was just talking about the history of a certain soda. And I needed like 3 seconds of something, some type of material just to, keep engagement going. I didn't want to just repeat some stuff. So I just made an AI video of a bottle falling and, cracking and busting open, tied with the video perfectly, whatever. So I post that. Apparently, there are a lot of young kids, they feel like it's a rebellious thing to say no to anything that's AI. Now, granted, I'm not a big fan of a lot of the AI stuff. Like I've lost so many views. I've lost a third of my views just this year because of AI videos becoming so big and people click on it, and you can't blame the people that watch it. It's getting so realistic and it looks so real, looks like so nicely done that you can't tell that it's, AI anymore. But I've seen so many of these nostalgia pages pop up of, oh, you remember this? The top 60 things that you forgot in the 80s, starting with, and it's made in 5 minutes by somebody that just typed in a prompt, make me this, scrape all the source images you could find off Google, put it in the video, and I will find, clips of my videos in these AI, videos, and I'm like, hey, take my face off your AI slop video. And you could tell, I know it's AI because these videos just pop up like weeds all the time. Like within a day, there's 6 videos from the same channel, and all the videos are like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour long. There is no way, unless you have a team of 60 people working on stuff, there is no way you are able to pump out those many videos. And, but so I'm kind of against all of that. But if you're just using it to make a background or just like a little fun transition image or whatever, just to kind of help a little bit, but whatever, I'm totally cool with that. Just don't make your entire video where your voice isn't on it, your face isn't on it, you didn't even really write anything on it. And, just don't make your entire video where it's just completely lifeless and you're just like really just trying to target people for nostalgia without any kind of creative thing. But people will watch it though. But so I made this video, had that, 3-second AI image in it. And I get this, I put it on TikTok, and a few Zoomers were like, this is AI, it's stupid. It's like, did you just disregard the other 1 minute and 30 seconds of all the info, all the real footage that I shot and edited and put together? Did you just disregard all that? You see one little sliver of an AI image, and that is what you hone in on? You didn't, think about anything else, the voice work I did on it or anything? No? Okay. I mean, that's what it is. People will leave comments on the McDonald's documentary and be like, you said something in the past tense. You said, hey, I'm your English teacher from 5th grade, back from the dead. You didn't put, it was supposed to be there, not they are. It's that kind of stuff. It's like you didn't enjoy any of the content, the major editing or the story, all the work that I put into write. No, you just honed in on the grammar problem I had, or the inflection I had on that. But that's just people in general. I feel like a lot of people will just want to point out something to feel like they are superior in some way. Like, oh, I know a lot about the English language, so I'm gonna be a faceless person on YouTube pointing out someone's minor little problem that they said past tense when it should be present tense. That'll make me feel good about myself in my non-eventful life. Anyways, I put the video up to make a long story long. I put the video up on TikTok. I get a few Zoomers saying, "Oh, thanks for the AI slop." Instead you should just hire people to make the stuff instead of having AI make. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm in the middle of editing something, a video that should take no more than 20 minutes to put together and make. No, I'm gonna prolong the video. I'm gonna put out a classified ad, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, I'm looking for somebody to film 2 seconds of a bottle falling and breaking. I'm going to pay you $200, and are you stupid? I don't have that kind of money. It's like, think about the artist. I am an artist. I made music for like decades, and everybody wanted things for free. Were they thinking about me at the time? Absolutely not. All the rappers, hey man, could I have that beat? Oh, I ain't got no money, but I swear, man, whenever I get big and you use your beat, I'm going to put you on too. Yeah, okay. No thanks. No. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Hey, man, yeah, I ain't got any money. Hey, could you put it up for free? Could you send me a CD? Hey, you should just make this free. Music's free, man. Yeah, okay. So I just think about that when people say, "Oh, you need to hire artists for your AI stuff." I am an artist, all right. I could draw it myself. I would never, like when I think about artists being hired to do things, I already imagine the nepo babies that were in art school. Their parents were able to put them through a very prestigious, expensive art school, and they just pissed it away being in some horrible punk rock band. And they still fall flat on their feet, working some very cushy job because of the connections with their parents. And it's like, yeah, let me hire someone like that for them to make a 2-second thing of video. No, leave me alone. AI, it exists for a reason. It's helped people, and you get these people. So anyways, a guy on TikTok, I saw a message request and I clicked on it, and he said something along the lines of, "Quit using AI, you F," something else, very derogatory, very hurt my feelings. All right. And so I'm like, who is this? The profile picture was a blank head with shoulders, as if it was just an account that didn't even have an original picture on it. I tried to look at the account, it wouldn't let me, and it said, "Oh, this account's not available." I'm like, okay, why? Like, I feel like a boomer still when I'm using TikTok, but I'm like, okay, he just sent the message. Did he delete his whole account? I'm like, oh no, here's what he did. This is what a lot of people that leave mean comments, they are, they just want to say something and dart out. They don't want to like say it to my face. They just want to do a little, "Hey, hey, I got you." No, don't look. And so what he did was he left that comment, or he sent me that message, and then blocked my account, so I couldn't say anything back to him. And so I'm like, I want to see what this guy is all about. Maybe he is so smart and so much cooler than me that I should be taking his advice. So, in order to actually see what his whole deal was, there was still his name. I was able to see that. So I went on to Google without signing into TikTok. Went in, typed in his address, his username for TikTok, and it popped up in Google. So I was able to look at his page without being logged into TikTok. So I wasn't banned from seeing his stuff because he blocked my account. So I looked and I saw, and what I saw was something so satisfying, and it is such an ongoing trend with anybody that ever does leave mean comments. It is like some scrawny 20-year-old edgelord kid that has Roblox video game tutorials. He said he was a vampire, a Roblox vampire, and what else did he have? Oh God! Oh, he said he was in an emo band. He was starting an emo band, which I was just like, okay, that fills up the perfect archetype for people that leave mean comments like that. Is they're an emo Roblox vampire. It's like, why am I wasting my time investigating this loser? But when you are doing things and you get a nice little message like that, you kind of want to see, okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe this visionary. But yeah, it was just some dumbass kid, per usual. Anybody that is worth talking to isn't afraid to show their face, actually has some grit, and will talk to you in a respectful manner. But hey, the internet's just fun. It's just some silly kid. When he's 35 and he's still in his basement in his mom's house, he may just be like, "Huh, I wonder what I could have did. What was I doing? Oh, I was getting mad at somebody using AI videos in their video that only got 83 views. Maybe I should have did something more. Maybe I should have been studying. Maybe I should have been, trying to figure out what I want to do with my life, coming up with a talent, learning something new, learning a skill." But no, I'm gonna get mad at AI videos. All right, Magic 8 Ball. Should we stop this live stream? It is certain. I'm not lying. It says right there. Well, that is it for me. This went on a little longer than expected, but it was a good chat. It was a fun chat. Greg, Blake, you are rocking, man. Rocking. I always try to, brother. Thank you so much, Greg. But, yeah. Woo. I'm going to brush my teeth, go to bed. It is late here. 12:28 a.m. Central Time here in small town USA. What is the weather looking like? It's 62 degrees, clear skies. STP Studios and OG from back in the day. What is up, brother? I hope you're having a great time. I am logging off right now, unfortunately. It's a little late. But yeah, thank you guys so much chiming in, talking to me, hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm not a big live streamer or anything. I should probably get into doing this more. But for those of you that check it out and enjoy just sitting here with me, I try not to play video games too much. I actually want to talk to you like you're my friend. So that is what these streams are about, and some mildly interesting talking points. I appreciate it. But Greg, everyone subscribe. This is one of the best channels. Oh, stop it, man! Oh, you make me so shy. I'm gonna blush. Oh my gosh. DJ Glowing Ice is real. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I've been doing 150 push-ups per day. I've gotten up to that. And I've noticed my arms have gotten bigger. Yeah, brother. Anyways, guys, have a great rest of the night. Good morning. And I will see you sometime soon. Hopefully, I do another one of these live streams. And I may show you some old toys or something. I don't know. I may play some video games. We'll see. Good night, Greg. Have a good one. All the way in San Francisco. STP Studios. Who else chatted with me today? Shao Kahn. He's always rolling in deep there. So thank you, Shao Kahn from the Netherworld. Appreciate you, bro. And yes, sir. STP Studios. Peace out. And from all you guys watching in the future after this uploads, what's up? Hi. And one more time, the IIWR Birthday Club. If you want to join, check it out. Email me your birthday, the name you want me to address you as, and a little message, and you will get a birthday wish on your birthday via a video on my channel. So give me all your info, iiwrpodcast@gmail.com. Join the IIWR Birthday Club. And that is it from me. Thank you guys for everything. Keep rocking. Peace out. Yo, yo. All right. See you guys. All right. Now I got to get up because I can't click. All right. Very primitive here.